Just starting off, picking up 2 wins on the road against Utah and Colorado last week. First time in program history doing that on the mountain trip, and first time at Utah as well. Just kind of talk about what went well against both teams, and just kind of what you guys saw that worked and got the both wins there.
Yeah, first of all, it's a really tough road trip to go to the mountain schools, especially we had a fast turnaround after the UCLA match last Sunday. So didn't get a whole lot of work in, but I thought we served extremely well at both places, which I think is tough to do at elevation. And then different players stepped up. Certainly against Utah, Penny Tusa had a fabulous night and just all around played really well. I think then against Colorado, defensively, our team was really, really good. Ashley Brown had a double-double with assists and digs. Olivia Cole, a career high in digs as well. And then Alexis Strigi doing her thing back there. So it's a little bit different Washington State team than we've had in the past. We've been kind of known for our blocking, and now we're playing some great defense, digging the ball. So that's been fun to see. But just different people stepped up at different times, and we were able to come away with 2 wins, which is a pretty big deal for that road trip.
And so you mentioned Penny Tusa was named Offensive Pac-12 Player of the Week. What can you say about her? We talked about her ever since she had to step into this role, but now she's having, tremendous success in that role as well now. So, what can you say as her as a player, really stepping up and embracing this?
Yeah, I probably can't say enough about Penny Tusa. Last year she set for us primarily, and then we had some injuries, and she was thrown into a hitting role, and so set and hit for us last year. This year, beginning of the season, she was pretty much a defensive specialist for us coming in the back row. She really wasn't even hitting too much in practice. And then Taylor went down, and so Penny Tusa next in line, and she's absolutely willing to do anything for this team. It doesn't matter what position, what her role is. She just wants to make this team better, and that's so fun to coach a player like that, no matter what you ask her to do, she's always like, okay, coach, whatever. And so I think just this last week, she kind of got her hitting legs under her a little bit more, and just a really, really smart player. And so it's been fun to see her have that success.
And we talked a little bit about, people stepping up. Right now, Cougars rank 10th in the NCAA RPI rankings, moved up to 18th in the coaches poll. With everybody kind of stepping up at this point, you talk about how as far as the success of this season, we had success when, it was, more of a blocking team, and now it's kind of switched to, more just defensive. So I guess how's that transition been as far as, it's obviously we've had success, but as far as, the team itself, how's that kind of been overall, into getting to this point?
Yeah, we have a lot of returners that I think we have, pretty high expectations for this season and just for ourselves. We lost a couple of tough ones early in the Pac-12 season as far as losing to Washington and losing to Oregon on the road. And those are 2 really great teams, and, 2 heartbreakers there in 5. But, this team has kind of bounced back and has shown a lot of grit and just trying to get better every single match. And, we've had some serious comebacks. I think of even Arizona down there, down 2-0, fought our way back to get that win, and then down pretty significantly in the 5th set to USC and battled back and got the win there. So this team's fun to coach. I think they want to do things right. They work hard. So it's fun to see the success that we have had, and we still have a long ways to go. Still a lot of the season left, playing really great teams in this conference, but we're just going to work one match at a time.
Okay, and then lastly, we faced both Arizona and Arizona State on the road, and now they come to Bowler this weekend. As far as game planning, a couple of different personnel in there now, but as far as just what you can see from Arizona or Arizona State, Arizona obviously a big offensive team. Arizona State kind of relies on more blocking and defense. Does that change as far as how you prepare for them a second time, or I guess what's that process like?
Yeah, I think it's always tough to go against a team a second time, especially it doesn't seem like it was that long ago that we faced them. But yeah, I think just throughout the week you try and sort of prepare for both teams. Certainly, we probably spend a little bit more time on the team we face first, which this week is Arizona. But you're right. We have to kind of focus on stopping Arizona offensively. They have some great weapons, pretty dynamic offensively, and they serve well as well. And then Arizona State, plays great defense, like you said, and just a little bit different team. You expect the ball to come back quite a bit. And we beat Arizona State 3-0 down there. We expect them to kind of bounce back and want to, play well here against us. I think every team, when you're facing them a second time, especially when you have beat them, maybe has a little bit of revenge out for you or something like that. But, both great teams, and we just have to, use this week to get better ourselves and, be more consistent throughout the weekend.